Braelyn is a track and field prodigy.
I'm super fast, boy. Welcome to We're All Just Faking It. This is episode 38. Today we are talking about Braelyn. We're interviewing Braelyn today. With us today we have Braelyn, Blaze, and myself, Dana. Hi, everyone. So, welcome. Can you quickly introduce yourself, Braelyn?
Yeah, so my name is Braelyn. I am 31. What are you supposed to say on an introduction? I am married to my high school sweetheart. I own a couple of businesses and run a couple other businesses for work, and I make content, and I have a cat and a dog, and I love playing video games.
Braelyn just out here doing everything.
I like to do a ton of things. It's so fun. Basically, I do like 10 part-time jobs.
Exactly.
It's really great.
Fun.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
I would say that I'm kind, that I'm outgoing, and that I'm optimistic.
Okay. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is also blue, like Blaze, but mine I would say is like stitch blue, like this color. Like I guess that's like cerulean kind of. But I also really love lime green. I would say lime green is like my second favorite color. Nice. I like lime green too.
I love all the green. Coffee or tea?
I love both, but I'm gonna say tea more because I try not to drink coffee all the time, but I do love particularly iced tea, like unsweetened or sweetened iced tea. Blaze and I were talking about this the other day. I love tea with like lavender syrup in it, or like rose syrup or something, like an ice green tea with lavender syrup, like a big one, just like so good.
Have you tried the new lavender drinks at Starbucks yet?
I have. I don't like it as much because it's a powder, but I do think it's like pretty yummy still.
How do you take your coffee when you do drink it?
I do drink coffee still as well, and I love a latte. Is like my favorite way to have coffee. If I'm going to be drinking coffee, like a vanilla latte is like top tier for me, but I also would love like a lavender latte. Yeah, really, really yummy. And I'm a regular milk drinker. I drink my lattes with whole milk.
Whole milk?
Why? Yeah, it's just good. Okay, it's like the I don't drink coffee that often, so I'm like, okay, might as well make it the best it could possibly be.
Okay, I get that because, yeah, if you don't drink it that often, go all out, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I want to make it how I want to make it.
What's the last book you read?
The last book I finished was called What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walther, and I loved it. It was pretty good.
What's it about? Because I don't know anything about the book.
It is about these kids that live on boarding school, and they do like a senior prank. So they have to like sneak out of their dorms and do this like very elaborate senior prank. So the whole book is like one night, basically, almost. It's that night, and they're like setting all of this stuff up, and of course, it's romance. So there's like romance throughout the whole thing, and yeah, it was really cute.
Ooh, I might have to check that out.
It was really good. I love that author. I'll share her in Discord.
So, what's your favorite book genre?
My favorite book genre is YA romance, which is cheesy, but I read somewhere that, so I like just got back into reading not too long ago, and I read somewhere that if you like haven't read in a really long time and you want to get back into reading, you should read what you last read. So I started off reading like Hunger Games and like stuff like that I had read a long time ago. And then it just kind of, my Kindle started recommending me like more YA stuff, and I like it. It's easy to read. It's not like too emotionally like crazy, or you know what I mean? Like it's just like a nice, fun, easy read that is, yeah, they're good.
What's your favorite YA romance book that you've read recently?
Oh my gosh, it's called The Summer of Broken Rules, and it literally is so good. I could read it. I probably need to read it again soon. That one's by Emma Lord. Wait, I'll have to share in Discord because I have two authors. I always get them confused. But yeah, it's called The Summer of Broken Rules, and it's really great. It actually takes place in like a Cape Cod area-ish place on the East Coast. Super, super fun. Yeah.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh my gosh. It's called From Up on Poppy Hill. It's a studio. I'm going to say this both ways so I don't piss anybody off. It's a Studio Ghibli slash Studio Ghibli film that was released in 2011. And a lot of people don't like it because they think that it has incest in it, but it doesn't. It's just two kids that fall in love and then they find out that they think that they're related, but they're not actually related. Sorry if you're going to watch the movie. But it's really good and really cute. And it has like the best like landscape scenes and the music is so good. And yeah, that I've watched it probably like 100 times.
I know you said in your introduction, but do you have any pets? Tell us
Oh,
about
yes,
them.
I do. I have a German Shepherd named Otto. He was the first dog my husband got in college, and he turns 11 this year. So he's like a really old boy, and he's so cute, and he's just the best. And then I have a black cat named Baby Kitty, and we got him when we moved into this house, and he's 5. And he's a menace. He's like a Jekyll and Hyde. He's either so sweet and snuggly and lovey and just like the cutest thing, or he is an absolute demon terror nightmare cat who will claw you to death and bite the shit out of you. And he brings like, he has a dog door, he'll go in and out sometimes, and he brings like lizards inside and like brings dead birds inside. And so, yeah, he's both lovely and terrifying.
Okay.
We love Otto and Baby Kitty around here.
Yeah, they're so cute.
Without
What's
the
your
lizards and things.
Yeah, exactly. Like, please don't bring those to me.
Yeah.
I really
Stop
don't
that.
want them.
At least they're always dead for the most part.
True.
Yeah.
What's your favorite season?
So I feel like because I live in Arizona, everything is all wonky and messed up in terms of seasons because like our fall is like December through like January. Like so, but my favorite season is Arizona spring. So like right now, like March, April, February, it's just like it'll be like 75 degrees. The sky like right now is blue with like big white puff clouds. There'll be like a slight breeze, but it's like sunny and it just like, oh, it like feels
I love
really
that.
good. We're going to a spring training game. We're going to like sit on the lawn and it's just going to be like breezy and sunny and yeah, perfection. Plus it smells like you go outside and you can smell the flowers everywhere. And it's just like the most intoxicating, like sweet smell. Even in my backyard, I go outside and I'm just like, it smells so good. I love it.
So what you're saying is I need to visit like
Yes.
ASAP.
Yes. In this time. Our fall is really nice too. It's just not like your typical fall, you know? We get equally as nice weather, but like there's no fall atmosphere to be found.
Mhm.
So, are you an early bird or a night owl?
I think I'm closer to a night owl like when I was a kid and like in college and stuff, but I kind of feel like now I am neither. I like to get like 9 hours of sleep a night, so I like to go to bed at like 10:30 and wake up at like 9. So it's like, but I'll like not falling asleep right at 10:30, but that's like my in bed time, which is really long. So, but I can get out of bed and immediately have energy. Like the second I get out of bed, I'm like a full person. Sometimes my roommate would be like, "Whoa, you need to settle down," because
That's
I'm just
me.
like, I wake up
That
and I'm like the
person.
Energizer bunny, like I'm ready to go. So I don't know. I can come alive at night or morning, I guess.
What's your favorite way to stay organized?
Oh, this is a great question. Hopefully, everybody that is listening right now knows that I am obsessed with Notion. I found it like, I don't know, 2 years ago. I have no idea when I found it. It was a while ago. And it completely changed my entire life. Like, actually, my whole life changed because I found Notion. which is just insane. So it keeps me on top of everything. It's the reason I can do so much. I always try to be organized. I'm very, I shouldn't say very, I'm pretty organized at home. Like my house is like, I know where everything is, even if it's not in the most like organized way. Um, but Notion just like totally, yeah, made me an organized pro. And now I help other people get organized. So that's pretty fun.
What's your favorite hobby?
Hands down, I have to say video games. Even though I've cut down a lot on my video game time, it's still like the only thing I do outside of work for fun, really, besides like TV and movies. Like it's my jam. Um, I love video games. I've been playing video games my whole life, so yeah.
What's the best advice that you've ever received?
So funny enough, I had this friend in junior high who was a year older than me. I don't even know if I told her this, if she would remember, but we were really good friends, and we were kind of like in junior high, we were kind of like mean girls. Like we weren't very nice. And she was a year older than me, so she went to high school before I did. And I remember her like the first like week of high school, she came to me and she was like, if you're this mean in high school, nobody is going to like you and you're not going to have any friends. And I literally like took that so much to heart. Like, and I changed. I became like a
I
changed person.
I was going to say, like, you being a mean girl kind of like blows my mind. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
just
was like
can't see it.
a bully for sure. And hung out with the bullies. I was friends with the girls that were bullies. And I just remember her being like, if you don't change, no one's going to like you. And I was like, I don't want that. So I like really took it to heart. And then I went into high school and I was nice. And the funny thing is, she was still really mean. We weren't friends after that. We did go to high school together, but she was like she was a cheerleader. She was like she hung out with the mean girls. So I was like, this is weird that she told me that, but I had literally like, I was a nerd. I didn't have a lot of friends. I was in like AP classes. I was like a weird kid in high school because of that. So it's just funny, I think.
I
You
think
are who
that's
you hang
amazing
out with.
because you are such a lovely person now. Like, that's the reason why people like gravitate to you. Like, I always say that you remind me of the sun because you
Oh,
just are
thanks.
like a ball of energy, but also like you have this light in you that people just they want to be around you. They want to be your friend because you're just such a lovely person. And that's wild that you
I had to
like
blossom
me
into
out.
that, apparently.
Thank gosh that you
Yeah.
It's so funny that you say that though, because I always feel like when I do like meditations and stuff and I'm like visualizing things, I'm always visualizing like this bright light that's like inside of me and surrounding me. And like, it's like, I'll tell people like my core essence is just like a little ball of light. Like, that's what's me on the inside. I'm a star.
Definitely. I think you definitely are. So who do you look up to?
Who do I look up to? I would say the person I look up to the most is definitely my mom. Um, my parents started a business when I was like 12, and that was like the first time I'd ever seen a woman like go get, like she just like went and hustled. And like early on in the company, my parents, they decided to make my mom the CEO, and then I just got to watch her like run this company, and I think that was really cool, and really inspiring, and definitely for sure had like a huge impact on everything I do today. Would not be doing what I'm doing now without her kind of like always like pushing me and believing in me and telling me like, no, you can do this, like look, I'm doing it, like um so that's pretty cool. But also, she just like seriously fought for me my whole life growing up with ADHD. I got diagnosed in the 90s. Like, it was not a common thing. And like family members were like, why do you let her eat dinner not at the table? Why are you like giving her a different meal? Why are you like letting her run around? And my mom was like, look, this is what we have to do to like get her to eat, to get her to be happy, to do all this stuff. You don't understand. Stop criticizing me. Don't criticize my kids. So she always like would clap back at family members who were like, why are you letting her do all this stuff? And she's like, because it works. This is what we found is the solution. Like, don't judge us. Like, I'm going to give her a different meal and she's going to not have to eat at the dinner table. Like, and it's going to work and she's going to eat food. So
This is
She's
something I went
wait.
through being ADHD, but I was wondering if you went through the same thing, specifically to mealtime. When I was a kid, my parents would let me go back and forth between like food, playing, watching TV, all this other stuff just so that I could eat a meal. So I was
Yeah.
wondering if you went through something similar.
Yeah, it was like I had no rules. Like I could do whatever because my mom was like, "Please just eat. Like just eat something."
Yeah.
So, were you gonna say something too, Dana?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that your mum sounds like a really huge advocate for you, and I really love that
Yeah.
for you
Sh
both.
It's funny because she's kind of an intimidating person for like other people. She's like scary boss lady. Do you know what I mean? But then I see this totally different side of her that's like I don't know how many other people see. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's been really fun. And we work so closely together now. We started a business together like 6 years ago now, and now we own two businesses together, and I'm her executive assistant. So like we work really closely together, and it's been super fun. Like we both love it. It's a blast.
That's amazing.
What's your favorite cuisine?
Ooh, my favorite cuisine is Mexican food, but I also really, really love Italian. Like, and I would say anything that Trey cooks. Also, my husband is an excellent cook and he makes like everything. Like, my death row meal is like 5 of his meals on a plate, is like what I want if I was on death row. It
Aw,
was like spaghetti, but it has to be made by Trey. Fried rice, but it has to be made by Trey. So,
that's so cute. I love that so much.
Same, I love that.
he's
Aw.
a really good cook. It's like he makes the yummiest stuff. It's really nice. I hate cooking, so you don't want me in the kitchen. I can make soup. That's like it.
Oh, soup. Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
So Braelyn, beach or mountains?
I would say definitely beach. Like Blaze, my family has gone to the beach every year since I was like maybe 10. In California though, which California beaches kind of suck compared to Florida or like East Coast, but
It
the
sucks.
water's just cold and it's dirty and the waves are big. It's like a whole thing. But I still love to sit on the beach. And it's just, yeah, I'm not like a mountain girly. I like Arizona mountains and I like desert, but I like the forest, like kind of freaks me out. So like, I don't like being among the trees. Like I'm just so used to like when I go on a hike, you can see everything for miles because it's cactus. Cactus is not that tall. So like, it's really easy to see and you don't feel like scared that someone's like lurking over there. I don't know. The mountains just kind of freak me out.
I find that so funny because when I visited Arizona, it was like a shock almost, like the difference between the mountains there versus the mountains here. It was
And you got to
crazy.
see Sedona too, which is like really, really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, super cool area of Arizona.
What's your favorite TV show?
Um, okay, this one is hard, but I'll go with like what we watch like as bedtime TV, which is like The Office, Parks and Rec, American Dad, and Family Guy. So those are the shows I've probably seen the most. I also really though love like I'll go back and rewatch like Gossip Girl, Pretty Little Liars, like those shows that are really bad but are so
Yeah.
nostalgic. So,
Nice. What's your guilty pleasure?
oh my gosh. I would have to say still to this day probably sugar. Like I just it's so hard. I love it and I know that I'm not it's supposed to have it as much, but I have a huge sweet tooth. I just would have sugar all day if I could.
Same.
What's your favorite sweet treat?
I don't know how to pick one. Probably if I had to pick like drinks, honestly, like sweet drinks. Like whether it be like one of those like swig sodas with like all of the like creamer and flavoring in them or like I had a chai this morning that was really sweet. I always have drinks, like a sweet drink.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, fun little drink.
What's your favorite thing about being a content creator?
Oh my gosh, I don't want to copy your answer. But one, I will say, like, the creativity, like, I just really love I like making videos. I'm like opposite of you. I really, really like making videos. I just think it's so much fun. Like, it's yeah. Short form though, I do them on my phone. I don't want to edit on the computer that much. But also the people, like meeting people. I would say the like community aspect of it is just really fun. It's like the fact that I get to bring people together. It's just like a blast.
And your community is popping off. Like
Yeah, it's so
you've
fun.
built such an awesome community.
It's yeah,
Yeah,
it's
we
pretty
like
cool.
created it last year. Like,
I know, it's pretty crazy. Pretty cool. That's definitely yeah, really fun.
um, what's the most adventurous thing you've done?
For sure when I went to Turkey. I think I told you guys all about that story, but it was just like one crazy thing after another, and it was like I would went to another world. I was in Marmaris, Turkey, for anyone listening, which is like a party town in Turkey. So it was a very interesting experience. It honestly was yeah, it was very wild. That's the most, and it took me like 36 hours of travel to get there. I didn't set foot outside that entire time. It was terrible. Yeah.
Your experience in Turkey low-key blows my mind. It
It's
just
so
sounds like
crazy.
such a wild experience.
Yeah, I was absolutely insane. And I guess I'm glad I did it, but there was a lot. Like when I was in it, I was like, can I please just go home? I wanted to
Oh,
go home so bad.
What's your favorite city you've visited?
Um, it's really tough because I love New York. Like New York is definitely the top, but I also love Chicago. And I've only been to Chicago once. I really want to go again. But definitely New York. Trey and I went to New York for my 21st birthday, which was really fun. And then we've been again a few more times. It's where we got engaged. So we just
oh.
like we love it. Yeah, it's fun.
That's so cute.
I know. So it's like super special now. It's really fun.
Um, what's your favorite quote?
This has been my favorite quote since I was literally, if this tells you anything about me, like 11 years old. Um, which is where there's a will, there's a way. I
I'm mad
fully
I didn't take that.
I fully believe if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way to do it. Like if the desire is there, you can make it happen, even if it's like absolutely insane.
I totally
I
agree.
think you can do it. But it's just if it's what you want. Yeah.
What's your favorite way to spend a rainy day?
Oh, so we don't get many rainy days here in Arizona, like very often. So I always call off work. Like I just would be like, oh, I'm not going into work today. Especially because in Arizona, when it rains, like nobody goes outside. Everybody kind of stays home because it doesn't happen that often. So it's like, oh, okay, I'll stay home. Usually we'll like watch movies or like watch TV or play video games or something. But yeah, I always stay home because it doesn't rain very, especially if it's like it will rain during the day for like 5 minutes, but if it's an actual day where it's going to rain all day, like we get like literally 7 of those a year, probably, where it like rains all day. So it's like, yeah, I'm staying home, not
Oh,
going anywhere. Plus, Arizona drivers in the rain are not good.
I
oh,
was thinking about that when you first started talking about it. I was like, I bet the drivers there are awful during the rain. I
Literally
bet
so
no
bad.
one knows how to drive.
Yeah. Nope. Terrible.
what's your favorite cocktail?
My favorite cocktail, I love a lychee martini. It's so good. Either that, but if I'm like somewhere basic, I would say a gin and tonic.
Ooh, fancy. What's your favorite childhood memory?
I'm gonna copy your idea here. I had a birthday party. I don't remember what age it was though, funny enough, but I had so many friends over. I had a gazillion presents. There's this picture of me. I might have been like 7, where I'm like sitting on our fireplace in our house, and it's just like presents all around me. It was just so fun. It was great.
What's your favorite way to relax?
Definitely watching Ghibli movies. Like if I'm just gonna be chilling, I will put one of those on. It's like so calming to me. And also I really like scrolling TikTok just like if I'm chilling for a bit. I know people might think that's like contradictory, but I just love to kind of like turn my brain off for a little bit sometimes.
Nice.
What's your biggest fear?
So mine is not death. I actually don't feel fear death at all. Um but it's like something traumatic happening, like whether that's like a car crash or like something like an airplane crash. Like I always feel like I've been in car crashes before and they really fuck me up like for a while, and so I'm always just scared of that happening again, I would say.
I think that's valid.
Like I
Yeah,
want to die a peaceful death. I will be happy. I won't mind. But and
yeah.
but I don't want to have something traumatic happen.
Yeah.
Like die in our sleep. Hey, fingers crossed.
Or
Yeah,
surrounded by
exactly.
family, like you're old and
Yeah.
you've had a life and you're like, now's my time, I'm ready to go. Like that's what I want for myself.
Oh, that's really nice. um, to pivot away from that, what's your favorite piece of jewelry?
So I'm not wearing it right now. I didn't put on my jewelry this morning, but I would say I have three pieces of jewelry. One is obviously my wedding ring, very special to me. But even more special is that I have a ring from Tiffany. It's like a little infinity sign, silver, that Trey got me when we were like 16. So
Aw,
I know, I love
so
that.
cute.
I wore it for like until we got engaged was the first time I took it off. And then he also got me a Tiffany necklace when we were in high school for one of my birthdays, and I thought it was really sweet because like I feel like most boys who are going to buy you like a necklace with an initial in high school are going to get their initial, not yours, and he bought me my initial. So I
Oh,
thought that that was like really really cute, and I still wear that necklace a lot. So, yeah.
that really reminded me of. Have you seen in High School Musical where she's like T as in Troy?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
oh my gosh. I'm so glad that Trey actually got you your initial.
Yeah, which is funny because at the time I was like, why did you get me a B and not a T? And then as I got older, I was like, oh, I get it. You were actually like, that was really nice and smart of you.
It's smart.
You can enjoy it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your wow. favorite favorite flower?
I would have to say like an actual flower if you're gonna buy me one is I love orchids. I think that they're so cool. I can't help but like buy them when I go to the grocery store. I want them. But my favorite flower, like scent, I would say is like a toss up between like orange blossom, lilac, and rose. Like, I really love floral scents like a lot. So that's like, if you I like jasmine, like, I love the smell of flowers. It just,
I'm
ugh.
I'm surprised you didn't say lavender after saying
I
about all
do
the
love
Yeah.
lavender a lot, but it's like harder to smell. I don't know when it comes to flowers. Like the orange blossoms are blooming right now, and it like you go outside and you're just like, it smells so good.
Oh, see, because like I used to like crush them in your hand to like make them smell like as a kid. So like, oh yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. I do love it's really hard to pick because I just love floral stuff.
What's your favorite board game?
My favorite board game, it's probably Catan. I love playing Catan. I like playing it on the phone, like, or the PC better than in person, but I don't mind playing it in person too.
What's your favorite holiday?
Ooh, this is gonna come as a shock, maybe to many people, but my favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
The food.
I love it because my family is like very bougie. So we have like really bougie Thanksgiving menus, and it's just like so good. It's so good. I always do a Thanksgiving charcuterie too for us because like you need something to nibble on like throughout the day
Yeah.
because we'll eat at like 3 or 4. So we'll have like mimosas in the morning with like pastries and yogurt or something light, and then I make this massive charcuterie that we all just eat until dinner time, and it's so good.
Oh,
I just
amazing.
love it.
What's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Oh boy. My favorite ice cream flavor is probably something to do with peanut butter and chocolate.
Ooh.
That's like,
Ooh.
there's peanut butter half baked, which is really good. I
Oh,
also
yeah.
love, they make a peanut butter banana chocolate one. Ben and Jerry's says it's really good too.
You lost me with the banana, but other than
Same.
I love banana.
That's funny. Dana and I both on the same
that, like,
wavelength
oh,
there.
banana.
What instruments do you know how to play, if any?
I don't know if this is going to come as a surprise to you guys, but none. I don't know how to play any
No,
instruments.
not even like at school, like a little like recorder.
I took cello lessons, hated it. My mom let me quit.
Ugh.
And then once I got to junior high, they didn't force you to take music. So
Oh, nice.
I was in singing lessons from like age 15 to 17, but it's not an instrument. So
I feel like your voice is an
I
instrument. Actually, I disagree with you, Braelyn.
yeah, I agree with
Sorry.
Dana there.
it is an instrument, my voice.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
because you
think
have
so.
to learn how to
I
like
guess.
train it and stuff like that. So I say it's an instrument.
Same.
Nice.
What's your favorite emoji?
I love the monkey with the hands over the eyes. I use
The
that one all
fluffy
the time.
monkey.
Yeah, I know,
I
it's so
do
cute.
use. I do see you use that one.
Yeah, I love the monkey. If we're going like Twitch emotes, definitely the lol.
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Same.
If it's emoji, the monkey, yeah.
Although I like using your frog lol way more.
Oh, the frog lol is really cute
Yeah.
too.
It's so cute. What's your favorite social media platform?
Definitely TikTok. It's like
I
the only
knew
one I
it.
even
I
use
knew you were
anymore.
going to say
I just
that.
don't use the other ones. I don't use them anymore. I like
No
check
one
Twitter a lot, but yeah, I only make content for TikTok really. It's just so fun. I just love it.
What's your favorite room in your house?
I would say either this room or my living room, but my living room has bigger windows. Honestly, my whole house is pretty bright inside. I really love our backyard too. Our backyard we got all cleaned up and it's been really nice. But this
Is
is like
your
my little baby.
oh, is your living room where you've got your trampoline in now?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We moved it
Oh,
to the other room, but if you're referring to the video that I posted, yeah, that's my living room. Yeah.
It looks
I was
a nice
wondering.
space.
Yeah. Or if you watch the videos I made of the rug, that was also my living
Oh
room.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you used to stream in your living room?
Sometimes, yes, I would be sitting down there
In
because
the
I have a
early
desk.
days.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, crazy. There's so much sun though where you are now.
It was. Oh yeah, yeah. There's now that I pushed this to the window, it's really nice.
Definitely.
What's your favorite way to learn something new?
Crazy enough, like from like in person stuff. Like
Mhm.
I really struggled to learn how to roller skate because I wish I just had somebody that would meet me and like, oh, let's practice roller skating so they could like tell me what to do. Um Same with like I really want to learn how to shuffle, like the dance. But I'm like, I need a person here to like show me how to do this. I can't. So there's so many times where I'm like, I just want a person. So I really like learning from people and like having somebody like show me step by step that I can like ask a lot of questions to. Videos are fine for like I'll like watch a video on like how to do like sales psychology or something. But it's just like if I had a person here that I could talk to, I would learn a lot more, a lot quicker.
Yeah, I get that.
What's your favorite childhood toy?
I'm probably going to say my Game Boy Advance SP I had as a kid was like I know that's not like a kid, like I was probably 11, but still it was so fun. I played so many hours. It introduced me to Pokemon. Then I had Pokemon figurines, and I also had a lot of Polly Pockets as well as a kid. I had like tech decks. I had those little bouncing bean things. I don't know. I loved like little things that I could collect. So I have still like a ton of little like toys that I have kept. That's like I have Crazy Bones and like
I was gonna say, do
anything.
you have crazy
Yeah, the
toys?
Crazy Bones. Yeah, anything that's like tiny that I could have a bunch of. I was like, give it to me. Yeah. plushies still. I have a gazillion and trillion million plushies. So, yeah.
What's your favorite way to spend a day off?
For me, this is like gonna sound really weird, but I don't because I don't work like full days. I don't like take days off. The last time I took a day off, like actually didn't work was I think the day that Stardew came out with the update. Or maybe a different day. There was a different day where I actually didn't even check my email and I played video games. But that doesn't happen very often where I like don't work at all. Like even on a Saturday, I'll be like, well, let me just get in a couple hours of work here. And so, yeah, but I would say play video games.
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
I would say my optimism. I've been like an extremely optimistic person since I can remember, like even as a little kid. And I think that that has just like kept me like keeping an open mind, always assuming that like the best thing is going to happen, and then it has led me to like some really cool just like mindsets now as an adult, being able to be super optimistic. And so, yeah, I think that's, and I feel like I've just had that inherently since I can remember. So,
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
teleportation, because I love to visit places, but I absolutely hate traveling.
Yeah,
Like,
I get that.
I absolutely hate going on airplanes. I hate all forms of traveling. I hate driving in the car. So yeah, if I could teleport, game over. I would be like, yeah, that would be phenomenal.
Same. Yeah.
That would be so fun to just like boop yourself
Yeah, like,
around.
oh, I feel like going to Europe today. Boop. Oh, now I'm in Rome. Like, yeah, that would be so
You have
sick.
like, hi, Dana, and then bye.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go to Dana's
Wait,
for the afternoon today, and we're gonna hang out and like play some games, and then I'll come back home.
That would be
literally, like
amazing.
in this like recording, you could literally like boop into like Blaze's room, our room, like
Right?
just it'd be so cool.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll get a really cool VR world where we can all just like run around together.
Nice. What's your favorite type of weather?
I would say sunny and like warm. My actual like favorite time of day is like in the summer. It'll be like 8 p.m. and you walk outside and it's like 92 degrees with a slight breeze, but it's dark and it's just like warm and it just like cradles you like a nice hug. It's like getting into like a nice warm bath.
I love how I can literally like feel how that feels. Like I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's just nice.
What's your favorite song?
My favorite song right now. I'm going to go with right now because I tend to have rotating favorite songs, but one of them right now is called Sinner, and it's by somebody named New NU Aspect. It's like a vocal EDM song. It's really good. Yeah, good song.
What's your like favorite music genre?
My favorite music genre is also EDM. But I would say my favorite subgenres are I love bass house, so like super fast, like fun house that's not just like but like more upbeat, faster house. And then I
Mhm.
love like dubstep and rhythm, stuff that just like doesn't even sound like music sometimes. And then I love like good vocal EDM, like Elenium or like Alice in Wonderland, stuff like that. It's really fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite sport?
So my favorite sport to play is definitely like right now I would say none. But as a kid growing up, like I really loved I was in track and field and that was really fun for me. I actually held the girls record for pole vaulting at my school.
What?
And I absolutely slayed at the triple jump and the long jump.
I did
I
not know this.
I did. I would like place every time we had a meet in triple jump or long jump. I'd place like top third at least.
When did you
So,
mention this? Because I feel like heard about this recently.
maybe I might have said something about it on Twitter.
No, I feel like you talked about it. Maybe on your TikTok live, maybe?
Maybe. I feel like I definitely have talked about the pole
You've
vaulting
definitely
thing.
said that you'd
I
like
totally didn't know.
set the record. That's
I was the
amazing.
only girl to make it over the bar for like 3 years, so I held the girls' record.
Oh my gosh.
See, we
So,
love strong women here.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Isn't that
That
fun?
blows my mind.
Yeah.
What's your favorite type of shoe?
Actually, I'm wearing it, so I will show you. I love these Crocs sandals.
Um,
They're like literally because they're Crocs, but they're like they look like Birks. I have
Yeah.
3 pairs of them. They're so comfortable. I'll wear these to Disneyland because I love to wear sandals, but like I have a lot of like joint pain and couldn't like I can't wear flat flip-flops anymore. Arizona is like we're known for wearing like flip-flops, the kind that like go through your big toe, but they have no support and they're always super flat. So I'm like I can't wear these anymore. So I now wear these nice Croc little sandals.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dessert?
Definitely some type of pie or cobbler. My mom makes a peanut butter pie that's like really delicious. It's like a light and
That
fluffy
sounds
filling with
so
like a
good.
whipped cream on top,
Mhm.
almost like a peanut butter pudding but like lighter. Um and then I also love my sister will make like all kinds of cobblers, like a berry cobbler or like a peach cobbler and like those are like or like a peach pie. Yeah. So yummy.
What's your favorite TV character?
That's a really hard one. I'm gonna go with my favorite video game character instead, which is
Okay.
gonna be Yoshi,
Oh,
Aw.
because I love Yoshi. My favorite TV, yeah, I'm gonna say Yoshi.
okay.
What's your favorite form of exercise?
I love cycling. So I used to go to a cycling gym, and then when COVID hit, I bought a Peloton, and I need to be better about doing it. I kind of go through phases where I'm really good, and then I'm not so good. But every time I do it, I'm like, this is so fun. I love this so much. So especially if I am at like an actual cycling gym, because it's like an EDM show while you're working out, and it's really fun.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That is like so cool. What's your favorite animal?
Definitely cats. Like all forms of cats, I would say. Like when I go to the zoo, I'm like, let's go look at the cats. I want to go see the
Yes,
kitties.
always.
Yeah, the kitties.
Like also in the corner, like glaring at you.
Yeah, they're like all mad, but I'm like, kitty.
What's your favorite childhood TV show?
The one I remember watching the most is Teen Titans. I like absolutely
Oh
love
my
Teen
gosh.
Titans. Like the OG one.
It was so good. The new one
Yes.
sucks. Don't
Yeah,
get me
yeah.
started on that.
Well,
But yeah, love it.
it was that was a good show. And also SpongeBob. Like,
Gotta.
yeah, yeah.
What's your favorite quote about life?
Oh my gosh, I didn't prepare for this one. My favorite quote about life is I don't know. My favorite, I'll say like something that I think that, well, I really like the golden rule, but recently I've been realizing, like, which is treat everyone how you want to be treated. But some people don't want to treat themselves nice. So
True.
that like doesn't work because if you're like, I feel like people, I don't know, some people can be nice to others while they're mean to themselves, but I feel like a lot of like really grumpy, mean people are just mean to themselves and mean to other people. So, I don't know. I don't know.
I saw a TikTok where someone was like, "Hey, treat others how you want to be treated." And like, yeah, like treat other people how you treat yourself. And then it says like a stitch and it's like, "Not you. Treat yourself how you treat other people. Be nice to yourself." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah."
Yeah. You need to do the
Um,
opposite.
yeah. Just reminded me of you saying that.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I don't really like to cook at all, but I can make a mean soup. I can make good soup. Good
What's your
soup.
favorite soup?
Um,
Good soup.
I don't know. I just like to make like various vegetable soups. Like tons of
Oh,
veggies, like a nice tomato broth base. Yummy. Tomato basil is probably my favorite actually.
you've
Dip
ruined
some
it now,
bread in
Braelyn.
it. So good.
What's your favorite Disney or Pixar movie?
Probably. Oh, that's so hard to pick.
Oh yeah.
I love Big Hero 6 a lot.
Ooh, yeah.
It's just so cute. I also really love Onward. That's is that Pixar?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Okay, I thought
Pixar.
for a second it was DreamWorks. But yeah, I like them all. They're all good.
Nice.
What's your favorite thing about your job?
Probably that I get to meet a ton of people. My IRL job is I manage and run a co-working space, and so I have people coming through the door like all the time, business owners, and it's really fun. I have like a really large professional network because of it, and I'm kind of somebody that people come to if they like need a person. And so I just love like being able to like refer good people, and I have this like network of all these humans that I know. So that's really my favorite part. And I get to help people, but mostly it's just like all the networking. I get to like meet really cool people.
Nice. If you could have dinner with anyone, dead or alive, like who would it be?
Hands down, Gary Vaynerchuk. I think it would be so fun to have dinner with him. If I had to pick a close second, it would be like any of the sharks from Shark Tank. I like if I could have dinner with all of them, or at least like Barbara and Kevin and I'm forgetting the guy that owns the basketball teams.
That would be
Um,
fun.
like that would be a super fun because I would just want to ask them like business questions, honestly. Like I'd want to like get their insights on that. And then I also like have this thing that I like kind of want to be like Gary Vaynerchuk when I'm older. So I would love to like talk to him too about I just think he'd be a really interesting person. He's a motivational speaker. Yeah.
Thank you.
He like
Like, who is
gives
this?
really really motivational talks. Like you might have seen this TikTok where there's this girl and she's like telling him like, oh my god, I'm so excited to meet you, like I can't wait to be somebody someday. And he like looks at her and he's like, you already are somebody. He's like,
Oh,
listen to
Yeah.
me, you
Aw,
already are somebody. And like
I
that
think
gives me
it's,
goosebumps. Like I just love that kind of stuff. So yeah.
it's
I love
amazing.
that.
Yeah.
Favorite vacation destination?
Anywhere. So I love resorts. Stick me at a resort with a nice pool and a drink in my hand. I don't even care where I am. I could be anywhere in the whole world, but you take me to a nice 5-star resort. I love hotels. Like I don't really want to travel, but I want to go on vacation where I just sit by a pool with a drink in my hand. Like
I
that's what I
feel
want to do
that.
every single time I go on vacation. I don't have any desire to do anything else. I don't want to lug or I don't want to like run around and look at museums and like do all this stuff. Like just put me next to a pool. Let me sit for like a week. Yeah. Read my book.
What's your favorite fictional character?
So I did already say Yoshi for my favorite video game character. But I feel like my favorite fictional character, I watched this anime. It's called Oran High School Host Club. Some people might think it's kind of problematic, but the characters in that show are so funny. And there's this character, his name is Tamaki, and
Oh
he
my
is
god.
like the leader of the show, and his character's just so funny. Yeah.
I was not expecting you to say that.
Me either.
Do you guys know what anime that is?
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
A
first
little
ever
bit.
anime I watched.
It's so
Like,
good, but it's like
it's so
so
good.
funny. It's just
The
like a
drama.
yes, yeah. So it's yeah, it's like one of the first I watched too, so it's like one of my favorites. I rewatch it a lot.
He is such a shit though, like for sure.
Actually, when I went to Turkey, that was the one thing I had on my laptop, so I'm pretty sure I watched it like I
Oh
watched
my
it
god.
and it's a short anime. It's like 14 episodes and they're like 20
Yeah.
minutes. So like I watched it a lot when I was in Turkey.
You like trauma bonded with it.
Yes, I Trump bonded with the show.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's something people would be surprised to know about you?
Oh my gosh, I got streamer nose right now. My nose is so itchy. Probably I would say that the what did I say earlier? Something I said
The
earlier
mean
that I don't
girl.
even remember, the pole vaulting thing. But I would say oh, the mean girl thing too.
Yeah,
Definitely
100%.
that
Yeah.
used to be a mean girl. I would say also that like I know I'm really nice and I'm like really friendly, but I have no problem like cutting people off like that.
Mm.
Like, and that might surprise people. Like, people might think like, oh, I'll chase after you or like whatever, but I literally could ghost people so easily. And obviously not like my good friends, but pretty much everybody else that's not like a really good friend, like I have no problem just being like, oh, you wronged me later. And like, I will cut you out, I won't talk to you anymore, I'll block your number, like I'm just gone, poof, bye. So yeah, I think that people would be surprised to know that if I decide I don't like you anymore for whatever reason, I mean, there obviously is going to be a reason, like you did something that like I just don't, piss me off a lot, then I'll just be like, okay, bye, and I have no problem. Yeah, so
I think that's fair though. Like, I think not enough
Same.
people are like that. That they'll
yeah,
just
like why
keep
hold on to it? I'm like,
people around.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's one thing you can't live without?
One thing I can't live without, I mean, I definitely, if I'm going like a thing and a physical thing, I would for sure say my phone.
Mm.
Because I do everything on there. I do so much work on my phone, make all my content on my phone. Um, Also, my PC is like, holy moly, I need my PC to do everything.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, yeah.
Mm.
but I think if I'm going like more abstract, I would say like my house, my husband, and like my pets. Like that's like, as long as I have us, then we're good.
What's your favorite video game?
So I feel like I have to say The Sims because it was really like the first video game that I ever like hyper focused deep dive on. I would also say like in the past, like old school RuneScape will like forever be a game that I played like so much of, like hundreds and hundreds of hours. Um, and then also I got to throw in Animal Crossing. Even though the first one I played was New Horizons, it's still so good.
What's your favorite sport to watch?
So I will watch any sport, and I like to if I'm in person. So I can like sit back and like have some food and like get a drink, and I'm like outside, and it's really nice. I'm not really too particular about the sport. I just like the whole idea of like, let's go outside somewhere nice and have some food and like get some drinks and hang out.
What's the last thing you do before going to bed?
Um, Usually I would say I will do my gratitude journal. I do that every morning, every night, and then I always do like a before bed activity. So I will either be reading or playing my Switch just for like 20 to 30 minutes. I always put my phone right on the charger when I get into bed so that I'm not like on my phone when I'm in bed. It's like actually sitting on the charger. And so then I like to have some little activity like reading or playing a game.
Nice. What's your favorite holiday tradition?
Um, I would say my husband's family, we usually do Christmas with them, and they make the most delicious Christmas breakfast casserole, as well as my mother in law makes orange Julius's every Christmas morning, which is really yummy. It's like a frozen orange creamsicle,
Yeah.
like blended drink with like ice cream and frozen orange juice. And so it's, yeah, really delicious. So those are really fun.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, yeah, it's yummy.
What's the last song you've listened to?
Um, the last song I've been listening to lo-fi the whole time we've been recording right now because I like to have music in my ears. And I'll just tell you my favorite lo-fi artist is WYS. Great, great lo-fi artist.
What's your favorite motivational quote?
I didn't think about this one beforehand either, but I would say I obviously, I love if there's a will, there's a way. Um but I think like just along the lines of like something that would have to do with like believing in yourself, because I think if you believe in yourself, you can do anything you set your mind to.
I like that.
Nice.
What's your favorite way to de-stress?
Definitely watching movies. If I like had a stressful day, I will come home and I will try to put my phone away, and like just chill and watch movies, snuggling with my pets, I would say, and then also being outside. Sometimes I'll just go sit outside and do nothing for like an hour. I'm just sitting there. So
If you could travel anywhere in the world right now, where would you go?
Probably Japan. That's like the one place I actually do want to travel and run around and like look at stuff. And I know that one day I'll go. My husband's cousin lives there and he's like our age and I think he's going to live there forever. So we like always have a tour guide and somebody who can help us and like show us around and stuff. And I just think that, yeah, that would be super fun.
Can I come with?
Yeah. I want to go so bad.
What's your favorite trip?
Every year my family goes on a beach vacation and we've been doing this now probably 20 years and it's so fun. It's like the most fun. It's a whole week we stay, everybody comes, like the whole family. We all stay in a house together and it's just like really nice. My family, I going on group vacations sounds scary, but my family is really good about like nobody makes you do anything. So like you could literally wake up and like not do a single thing and nobody's going to like pressure you to do anything. Like people will be like, "Oh, we're going to get coffee if you want to come," or like, "Oh, this I'm going to lunch over here," or "I'm going on a bike ride." Everybody kind of does their own thing and then you can like pick and choose whatever you want to do. So it's like super relaxing. It's really nice.
That does sound nice.
Yeah.
Um, what's your dream job?
Honestly, I like think about in the future that I want to do something that can help even more people. I would love to do some type of motivational speaking thing, or like I want to write a book at some point. I definitely want to be like Blaze was talking about, I think in her interview about how her name like is a name to live up to. And I always say that the reason that there are no famous Braelyns is because it's being reserved for me.
Oh,
um,
I love
because I think
that.
that will be super cool, and I definitely feel like I'm going to be somebody whose name is out there in some way, and so yeah, I would love to be some type of motivational speaker, especially for like ADHD people, just to kind of show you like this is what's possible. Because I grew up literally thinking that like ADHD people like couldn't be a doctor, couldn't be a lawyer, couldn't be president, like couldn't, because I didn't know anyone. I just thought like, oh, ADHD people, we can't do anything. And then I remember reading this Reddit thread that was like, you have ADHD, what's your job? And I remember reading the thread and being like, there's every job in here. There's doctors and there's
Yeah.
lawyers and there's all of these people. And it kind of like, I don't know, I just feel like I would like to be that for other people, to show you like you can do anything. Like don't let it, hold you back from doing something that you truly want to do, because you can find a way to do it even with your ADHD.
I think this question leads very good into the next question, which
Yeah.
is how do you want to be remembered by the world?
Yeah, I want to be remembered kind of like how Dana said, like as a positive life force and somebody that just like brings light and goodness into the world, and somebody that is helpful. And I just feel like I always try to make like spread joy, and whenever I can, like even at the grocery store, like I'm always like smiling at people and being like, oh,
Yeah.
like have a nice day, and like thank you, you too. And like when I'm at a restaurant and the server's like, hi, my name is Ashley, and I'll be like, hi, Ashley. And then like when we leave, I'll be like, bye, Ashley. Or like if I'm on the phone, I try to remember people's names. So I just feel like so many people are so grumpy and angry, and I want to be like this little light in people's day, even if you just like I talk to you at the drive-through or something.
Even it's like a 5-second conversation or
Yeah,
something so short,
I
just
see it
conveying
like,
that.
yeah, it's like an opportunity to leave like an impression of like maybe things aren't all bad.
Yeah,
Maybe there
like
still is
maybe
good in the
some
world.
people are actually like
Yeah,
decent.
it's like how I look at it. So yeah.
I love that you're already like doing what you want to be remembered for by the
Exactly.
world. It's just
I
really
mean,
nice.
we're not guaranteed tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which leads me to our final of the 73 questions. What's next for you?
I would say what's next for me is like big things. I feel like the last like 4 years, I have like there's always like something that I'm working on. And I feel like as the years go on, those are only going to get bigger and more fun. And I'm going to learn more. And so, yeah, I don't exactly know what is next for me, but I know that I will continue to do big things and like grow and expand. And I'm just like going to see how far we can go.
I love that. And then I have like I want to say a teeny tiny question, but I feel like it's actually like quite a big question. I just always listen to you talk about your life and like your childhood and like your mom advocating for you and stuff. And I just think like you're like obviously you're quite like inspirational for people with ADHD and just in general. Like you're just a lovely like
Thanks.
obviously positive person. But like what was the turning point or like the moment that made you become the person you are today? I know you spoke about the whole mean girl thing, but just in general, like
Yeah. I think there was a few turning points. I can remember like in college, I had taken a few classes on things, and I remember like certain classes kind of like just showing me that there was like more to life, especially when it comes to like happiness. I remember that one of the classes was basically telling us that like, and so this might be controversial to some people, but that happiness is kind of like a choice. And that really stuck with me because I think at the time I had a really deep depression in college because I got diagnosed with ADHD as a kid. I didn't really realize what that meant until I got to college, and then I was like, oh, like this sucks. I had a whole moment like a couple of years where I was like, I have ADHD and this sucks and everything sucks and I suck at everything and I can't do anything good and I'm letting everybody down. I was kind of like in this really dark place. And I remember having this lecture in this class, and we were just talking about like how happiness and how you can like choose to be happy today, and that I remember being something that really turned me around. And then also, I think the mean girl thing, like I didn't always want to be a nice person. It wasn't always like a goal of mine to be kind, and I think like that coupled with like what I went through in college, I kind of like decided like I think it really is important for me to be somebody that's kind. And then one more thing, also controversial. People don't like Dr. Nicole LaPera. A lot of people don't like her, but she coined this phrase called reparenting. And it was basically like you need to parent yourself. Like you have to be the one that like as an adult. And I think that I was going through adulthood, and that was like when I was like 25. I found that 26, 27, maybe even. I was just like not being a good person in the sense that I wasn't taking care of myself. And it was like I was a kid, you left to college and you're just like left to your own devices, right? You can
Yeah.
just do whatever you want as an adult. And that kind of made me be like, I want to be better. I need to like take more care of myself in the sense that I have like I'll parent myself, you know? So I don't know if that makes sense, but I like you need to go to bed at a normal time and like take care of your health and like do all of these things. And so that all kind of together has catapulted me to where I am today, I would say. A combination of those things.
I don't know if it's weird to say, but like I would read the shit out of a book.
I know. I
No,
want
I
to read
would
a book
too.
so bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it.
Like-
I'm for sure going to do it. I don't know when.
You are so interesting as a person. Like,
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to write a book for sure. Just at some point. That's kind of my mantra of my life right now. I have all of these ideas and things I want to do, and I just have to tell myself, like, be patient. It doesn't all have to be right now. I can
Exactly.
you're doing
Like,
enough.
Yeah.
you have time.
Yeah, hopefully.
Exactly. Yeah.
You never really know, but you know,
I mean, either way,
you still
if
can't do
not-
everything all at once.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did anyone have anything that they like have taken from this episode?
That Braelyn is a track and field prodigy.
I'm super fast, boy.
I love it.
I still can't believe Brayden was a mean girl. Like she has
That
none
too.
of that energy about her.
I
Like,
know.
oh my gosh.
I think it for sure was like a wrong crowd situation.
Well, I mean, you are who you hang out with, so
Yeah.
I
yeah.
definitely
at
think
that
it's the wrong crowd.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that's like my only real big takeaway from this. And like I can't think of anything else because I was just like, what?
Yeah. Same.
Say what? So yeah, no, I can't think of Okay, thank you guys so much for listening in. We hope you found some value. Join us on Discord to access resources mentioned in each episode and find your people. Follow us on social media and tune into our next episode, which is an interview with Steph.
Yay. Bye.
Bye.